Oh my god, is this character looking cool or what? Let me know in the comment section below, guys, and let's get rocking. Hello and welcome back, nerds and news hunters, to my channel again here. We have a turret build, gun build for you guys today, and I hope my microphone is better now. Last time I really had some issues with it, and I apologize for that, but it should be a lot better now. And as you can see, we already started here in high dungeon, medium dungeon. Well, it's a plus 16 to enemy level, and they are starting to hit quite hard, right? But this build will take you through here without any big issues, and you don't really need to have all the gear on that I have right now, but it's pretty helpful if you can get some of these uniques that I'm wearing, but it's not required to actually play this build, which I think is pretty cool, right? So as you can see, we got a turret up now, and you can also hold the turret. If you hold the key, you can hold the turret like this, like I just did there here. And I think it's pretty cool. You know, you get the feeling of like, ah, watch me, I'm the king of the world, right? But I really like that. And this is actually my first build that I made for like a gun build, and I really like playing this, and I could actually see me progressing further, you know, with this build than with my mage build, and I will keep playing it for a while now, I think. But anyways, I think we need to dive into everything about behind the scenes about this build, and we'll come back to the dungeon later, and I will show you the kill here for the boss. But let's carry on and talk a little bit more about how this build works. So this time we're going to start off with the spells section of the build, and with Gunslinger's brand here, flag hand cannon, doing some AoE damage with this, and changing the physical damage into ether damage with time manipulator, and the target enemies with just the cursor as well. So we are pretty sure of hitting the enemies. And we are running with Havoc Orb, increased area of effect, adds a slow effect on the target area on the ground, increased damage, and blood seeks blood here with physical damage to rend damage, because we want to see if we can apply some ailments to the targets as well with this. Now allows you to summon a second turret here with the Adventure auto turret, and can auto target enemies, and gains an additional cannon, like an additional number of projectiles, right? And increased damage here as well on the auto turret. Now we're running with Mark of Impurity as well for the boss. You know, to let the boss take increased damage from ailments here, and to slow the boss possibly, and also make it more vulnerable to our attacks. This is going to help us with doing the boss fights, right? Increased damage here on the phantom blades, and projectile circles around the cursor's location, and physical damage into toxic damage, because again I would like to see if I can apply some ailments to the enemies of poison here. So we got bleed and poison going on with this build, which is pretty cool, right? So now taking a quick look here at the stats as well, because you need to know where to spend your points, right? Let's just get ready inside here. You can see I spent most of my points in agility, and I spent points in wisdom as well, because I want to apply ailments to the targets, which will help me bring them down and slow them and all this good stuff, and give them shock damage, and all my ailments will be applied. We got bleed going on, and we got poison as well. So this is pretty cool. And as you can see here, we've got 21.7% into cursed chance as well. So this is just a quick look here on the stats for now. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the gear that I'm wearing for this build that make me look so damn awesome, right? We got the Sea Tamer, a real cool gun that does lightning damage and bring up the damage on all projectiles, and a triple barrel pistol here with some ether damage on it and bringing up the damage in general with critical hits. We got a cooldown reduction on the pants and movement speed ferocity here to bring up some of the damage. Running with O'Malley's lucky belt as well for some dodge chance. By the way, we got a dodge chance gem as well in the pants here. But anything that you can wear here that will give you some resistances, bring up the damage as well. The cool new ring here, Sanis Stash, extra 10% damage, maximum health, 25 to all attributes, and force shield and movement speed. Now, Sagarnaris as well here, agility and toxic resistances, and poison chance score as well for the ailments, which is benefiting us pretty cool. We got James Tall Tail here with agility and projectiles damage, and also force shield and some extra health on this item, and melee damage benefits from 22 of bonuses here. Now for the last two items here, just anything that can really bring up the damage, and if you got some better uniques that you can use in cooperation with this build, it would be cool. So this is what we are using at the moment. And now also a quick look here at the passive skill tree, so we can know where to put our points in which nodes as well. Here in the crit section, assassin, we're going to need all these, and move our way up here to crit in the soldier tab as well, grabbing the ferocity here and all the other points nodes here that we need. Cooldown reduction as well. I think that was a good choice for this build. Now some extra damage on the projectiles and some attack speed and crit and stuff here, and we're going to move up, grabbing an extra stamina point and the maximum health, and up into the ranger section to get some more damage going on our projectiles, one extra pierce and extra projectile speed, and more damage when standing away from the enemies. So keep this in mind when you're playing. You need to stand away from the enemies. 25 extra % damage here as well, agility, and one extra projectile, which is roughly about 40% extra damage, I think, because it's going to take away some of the damage from the other projectile. But this is what we are using here in this build. So I will leave you guys here with the rest of the gameplay for this video, and so you can actually check out some of the tips and tricks and how I am playing here to get all of these down. And you can also check out the boss fight at the end, because it's pretty important that you apply your mark of impurity on the boss, and then afterwards you can actually kite him around, putting down the auto turrets and doing some extra damage with the other skills that you have, and see if you can apply poison as well with the poison blades. And you know, applying all these ailments really stacks up the ticks and the damage while you are cutting the boss around anyways, because you cannot let the boss hit you at any time, because he will really just one-shot you. So you have to figure out a way to kite him and to place down your turrets and to get the bleed working on him from the Havoc's orb, and also the toxic from the blades as well. So all the ailments stacking up is going to do a lot of damage to the boss. But anyways, I will leave you guys here with the rest of the gameplay, and remember, as always, if you want more build guides, stick to my channel and subscribe for even more fun good times with Wolcen. And I cannot wait until this game is going to release, but we still need to wait a couple of months, right? It's in January 2020, so please stay tuned for that here on my channel. I will be following and playing even more when it comes out. So anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye bye.